let me ask you something, and I want you really sit with it. When's the last time you felt like you were doing everything right, but still felt like nothing was happening? You're showing up, you're putting in the work, you're making better choices than you were 6 months ago. But when you look around, life still looks mostly the same, and the gap between the effort and the evidence starts to mess with you. You start to wonder, am I even making progress? Is this actually working? Maybe I'm not just built for this. Today, I want to speak directly to that feeling. Because what you're experiencing isn't a sign that you're failing. It's actually a sign that you're in the middle of something real. We've been sold a story about transformation. The story goes like this. One day, something clicks. You have a breakthrough, a revelation, a moment so clear and cinematic that from that point forward, everything changes. Your habits locked in. Your purpose becomes obvious. Your life finally makes sense. And look, those moments exist, but they're not the whole story. They're actually the minority of the story. Most of the time, the life you want doesn't arrive all at once. It arrives in pieces, small, quiet, almost forgettable pieces. A conversation that shifts your thinking. A decision you make at 11 p.m. when no one's watching. A morning you choose discipline over comfort. Not because you felt motivated, but because you've decided who you're becoming. None of those moments feel dramatic. Most of them feel ordinary. But they're not. They are the architecture of the person you're turning into. Here's what I've come to understand. The moments that feel too small to count are often the ones that count the most. When you set a boundary and actually hold it. When you sit with a discomfort instead of running from it. When you choose honesty over convenience. When you stop a pattern mid-thought and redirect. That's not nothing, that's everything. That is the work, not the highlight reel, not the big win you can post about. The quiet, invisible, unglamorous decisions you make day after day. Those are what build a real life. But here's where people get it wrong. They're doing the work, but they're measuring the wrong thing. They're looking for external proof when the transformation is happening internally first. The outside always lags behind the inside. So if you've been making better decisions and wondering why your life doesn't look different yet, here's your answer. It will. But the inside has to shift first. And that's already happening. You may just not see it yet. Let's talk about the two energies you can build from. Trust or panic. Panic says, I need to see results now. I need to force this. I need to control every outcome or it means I'm failing. And the panic will get you moving. But it won't get you far. Because the things you build from a place of fear and scarcity, they crack. You get burned out. You hit your goal and feel empty. You achieve the thing and immediately need the next thing because the peace was never actually in the destination. Trust is different. Trust says, I'm going to keep showing up, keep making alright decisions, keep becoming the person who deserves what I'm asking for, and I'm going to let the results arrive on their timeline. That doesn't mean passive. That doesn't mean patient in a lazy way. It means doing the work without white-knuckling every outcome. It means building with intention instead of desperation. One day, and this is the moment I want you to live for, you look around at your life and realize it looks different. Not because something dramatic happened, but because you kept going when it was quiet. You kept trusting when there was no evidence. You kept deciding in alignment with who you were becoming. And what you see isn't just a better life. You see something solid. Something that can't be taken by a bad day, or a bad month, or someone else's opinion. Because you didn't build it out of pressure. You built it out of trust. So here's what I want you to leave with today. Stop waiting for the moment it all clicks at once. It probably won't come that way. But the pieces, they're coming. They may already be here. Honor the small shifts. Make the quiet decisions. Stay aligned with who you're becoming. Even on the days when it feels like nothing is happening. Especially on those days. Because you're not behind. You're not broken. You're not too late. You're just in the part of the story that doesn't have a montage. And that part is still the story. That part is still the work. And one day, you'll look back at this exact season and realize this was when it started. Keep going. That's all for today. If this resonated with you, pass it on to somebody who is in a quiet season right now and needs to hear it. And as always, becoming limitless is a decision you make before it looks like anything. We'll see you in the next one. Thank you.